To knead the dough for delicious pies, it is not necessary to add yeast to it. It is enough to know how to prepare a yeast-free dough for pies. It turns out elastic and rolls out well. The basis of our dough is flour, so if you want the pastries to be tender and delicious, use wheat flour of the highest grade, finely ground and proven brands. Sift the flour through a sieve into a free bowl. At the same time, the flour ingredient is not only enriched with oxygen from the air, but also freed from lumps, and this in turn improves the kneading of the dough and improves its quality. We take the butter out of the refrigerator and put it on a cutting board with a kitchen knife. Cut the ingredient into small squares and transfer them to a free dry plate. The butter should melt on its own, but at the same time remain slightly cool. Otherwise, if we add a well-melted butter ingredient to the flour, then the dough may turn out to be greasy to the touch. Attention! For the preparation of yeast-free dough, the oil should never be melted on fire or in a microwave oven. Pour the sifted flour into a deep bowl and add butter to the same container with a tablespoon. Using a mixer at medium speed, mix the two ingredients until smooth. Then pour kefir from a glass into a separate container and add salt and baking powder to this ingredient. Using a hand whisk or a tablespoon, mix these ingredients well in the kefir liquid. It is desirable that the baking powder of the dough is completely dissolved in kefir. Now pour the kefir mass into a container with a creamy flour mixture and mix all the ingredients well with a tablespoon. After we spread the yeast-free dough on the table sprinkled with flour and knead it well with our hands. The dough turns out to be tight and elastic. The kneaded dough is formed into a ball and transferred back to the bowl. The container must be covered with a lid on top or wrapped with cling film so that it does not dry out. After that, we put the bowl with the dough in the refrigerator for 40-60 minutes. The cooled test product rolls out more easily and does not stick to the hands. After the allotted time for cooling the dough, we take it out of the refrigerator and put it back on the table with flour. And then proceed at your discretion. Everyone decides for himself what to cook.